Hey everybody! Justin Cena here. How's it going? I've got a great video for you. If you're a Shopify entrepreneur, I'm going to show you how to increase revenue. I'm going to show you how to increase your average order value, how to increase your conversion rate. And this is all about by getting to know your customers more and, more importantly, giving them exactly what they want. And it sounds like a super simple concept. I'll go into it a little bit more in depth. It's incredibly powerful, and it's going to unlock tens of thousands of dollars of revenue in your Shopify store when you do it right. So let's jump into it right now. So the first question is, how well do you know your customer? And you might think that you know your customer really well, right? You might say, well, my customer likes Meow Mix and Friskies, and I can target that type of cat lover with Facebook ads, and I know what they like, and I know what they're going to want to buy. And that's definitely one level of understanding your customer, right? That's kind of more so on the customer profiling, just in terms of marketing, right? You want to know who's going to be buying your product. But what about knowing your customers' behaviors, their interests, their preferences, not overall, but in regards to your own brand and your own store, right? That's where there's a lot of money to be made. That's where you can really start to understand, and you can really say, I do know my customer well, when you start to know those factors. And those factors are totally connected to making more money, to increasing your conversion rate. And the reason why you want to know all of that is make more money. Right? It's not about just kind of becoming friends with your customer or anything like that. You want to increase your conversion rate. You want to increase your average order value. Whenever your customers come to your site, you want to make sure that you've created the perfect environment for them that's going to allow them to give you a lot of money. Right? That's the name of the game. You want them to spend a lot of money. You want to make a lot of money off your customers. And the reason that you want to know a lot about them and as much as you can about them is for that exact reason. Right? And the amount of information that you collect with Shopify is it's kind of embarrassing. All you get is email, name, address, and sometimes phone number. And you're leaving extra revenue just sitting on the table. Right? You want to be able to feature exclusive offers to segmented audiences. You want to always show the most relevant products in terms of related products. Right? We don't want to just have random ones. We want to drive organic traffic. We want to increase SEO. We want to have structured content. We want to increase our conversion rate by always presenting the right products to the right customers. And the only way that we do that is when, again, we truly understand what our customers want in regards to our own brand and our own website. So there are obviously some limitations of your Shopify store, at least by default when you install it for the first time. And Shopify doesn't really have any ability to, kind of collect any of the important data. And we know that data is king, no doubt about that. But it is a little bit hard to collect the right data. That's the problem. And without the right data, it's impossible to really know and, more importantly, act upon what the customer really wants. And I'll tell you what we absolutely do not want to do is use any assumptions. We actually need to have real data from our site. And, again, leveraging this is how you unlock all those dollars of revenue. Guessing or making assumptions is not how this works. Right? This is all about real data points, real facts that you get from your Shopify store that you then make decisions off of. So the question really becomes, how do you make this happen with Shopify if it doesn't exist by default? Well, you just use an app, and it's called Accentuate Custom Fields. I'm going to show you over the shoulder. You see the link directly below this video. It's an awesome app. And again, I'll show you over the shoulder, but I do want you to check it out. And this is going to really allow you to collect all the different types of data that you'd need, and then more importantly, take action with it. So let's go over the shoulder right now, and I will show you Accentuate. You're looking at Accentuate Custom Fields, and the first thing I want you to pay attention to is the massive 4.9 out of 5 star review, almost a perfect 5 out of 5 star review. And there's over 3,500 merchants using Accentuate Custom Fields, and it's by far the #1 custom fields app. It's the most popular on Shopify, and it really does the most, has the most functionality, period. And I'm going to describe and show you some of that functionality over here. But again, I want you to take a look at the link directly below this video so you can go ahead and install Accentuate Custom Fields in your store. I actually have it installed on one of my Shopify stores over here, and we'll talk about that in a second. But again, really talking about Accentuate Custom Fields allowing you to extend the content of your business. And this isn't just in terms of like visual input fields. This is about really being able to increase your average order value, increasing your conversion rate, and really making smart decisions on your store in terms of leveraging the data that you can now collect because of Accentuate Custom Fields. So it's a really powerful tool that really unlocks a lot of money to be made, a lot of revenue to be made, a nice significant increase in average order value and in conversion rate. I think another big thing worth mentioning, totally scalable if you go international, right? You could totally just translate the app for different languages. It's actually right inside here, inside of your settings. There's a little international setup over here, so incredibly easy to use for international as well. But really a couple of powerful examples that I want to go over. And again, these are going to directly and significantly increase your conversion rate, increase your average order value. So I'm inside of my Accentuate Custom Fields, and I'm going to show you a really powerful example of how you can always show the perfect related products to your customers. And what I'm going to show you is a reference field, and Accentuate has great support. You could read all about the technical details about how this is all going to work and why it works and how to use it in your theme. It's super powerful, but I'm just going to show you a real basic example. And the reason that we want to do this is inside of product fields, is that we're going to drastically increase our average order value if we make sure that we're always showing the best related products. So you see what I have here, and this is a little bit of just kind of the point and click. What you see is what you get editor. I created a section, and then inside of that section, I created a new field. You literally just come over here and click add field. I'm going to go over and edit it so you can see what I did. And you can literally name it whatever you want. It's going to automatically create a name. This is basically the reference name or the ID name for this field that you're creating. And again, we want to create the ability to always have the perfect product. And related product apps, even if they are quote unquote smart, they're not necessarily always going to have the best products presented. What we want to do is have granular control so we can say, okay, we know that we, on any given product basis, we want to be able to select right here, we want to select a product that is most related to it. And in fact, over here, you see that we could select more than one product value. So we could select multiple products, but you see there's a bunch of different options over here, and we'd actually only be able to get to that if we go to add field. Show you this as a test. All these different select data ranges. And of course, it could just be an input. Like you could input your own text, but in this instance, what we want to do is set up a reference. And you see there's all these other references. You could reference a collection, you could reference a blog article, a link list, a variant of a specific product, but we're just going to select product. And obviously what this means is now we're going to be able to select the product that best or that is most relevant and related. And in fact, again, over here, we're going to check this box to select multiple product references. We're going to select the most products that are most relevant here that we want to set up for our related products, right? What does that do? It increases average order value, right? We're granularly going to be able to say, okay, not our app or our formula or our theme is not going to always show the most related products. Right, there's a related product section, but they're not necessarily the smartest picks. We want to hand select those. We want to be able to have those on a granular basis. We want to create these product fields and then literally be able to select. You see here, it's just a drop down of your products. You just want to go ahead and be able to select the products that you want to be related and again, individual control, right? It's not going to be a one size fits all type thing when you use apps, but when you use Accentuate Custom Fields, and this is just one example of many, you're going to be able to have full control and have that perfect related product setup to drastically increase your average order value, to drastically increase your conversion rate, because you get to pick which products are being shown. They're not just going to be random. And again, just one example there. And this is has far-reaching benefits as well. When you start to have the correct linked products on page to page, they call it internal linking on an SEO standpoint. This drastically improves your SEO. This is going to drastically increase your organic search traffic. These are all best practices that Google preaches in terms of how to improve your SEO. You're just doing this automatically by having better interlinking, by having smart choiced products over here. And I'm obviously going to remove this one because that's just a duplicate. But literally all you need to do is just create a section. If you want, you could create the fields, save everything, and you're literally good to go. It's super easy to use, and now we could do related products on an individual basis. We could do related products on a category basis, and we can expect to see an increase in average order value because of that. In fact, there's a lot of different ways that I use Accentuate Custom Fields. I really want to invite you to go and check out this app. 30-day free trial. You're going to see exactly how powerful it's going to be without even spending any money on it. So make sure you download it. You see the link directly below this video. I highly recommend it. So many different things that you can do with this app. Just really go through and just get different ideas, different types of integrations. Great support again in terms of kind of showing what everything or everyone is doing. 3,500 merchants using this worldwide, including some really big Shopify Plus stores. So again, take a look at the link. 4.9 out of 5-star reviews. You can't go wrong there. Highly recommend it. Hope it helps you make some money, and I'll talk to you real soon.